Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Okay, so today is January the 15th, 2025, and today we get the CPI index figures at 1330 UTC, that's 1330 GMT if you like. And what is the consumer price index? Okay, so I'm looking on investing.com. Here it says the Consumer Price Index CPI measures the change in the price of goods and services from the perspective of the consumer. It is a way to measure changes in purchasing trends and inflation. Okay. A higher than expected reading should be taken as a positive or bullish sign for the USD. Okay, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as a negative or bearish signal for the USD. So if we're going to talk about Bitcoin, we're generally going to think about the opposite of that. So a higher than expected reading will be bearish, okay, and a lower reading will be bullish, okay, because the US dollar and Bitcoin tend to be inversely correlated, but not exactly. Okay, so that's what's happening today, and that is 1330, and as I'm recording this, it's 10:30 in the morning. So that will be in 3 hours' time. Now, in 3 hours' time, I'm going to be doing a live stream with Dave from Stonksy Indicator. So that is this YouTube channel here. It's called Stonksy Indicator, and I'll be live with Dave at about 12:30. So that's going to be great. So we're going to be good for like an hour or so, having a chat and stuff, and then we're looking at a few charts, and then at 1:30 we'll see the data come out, and we'll see what Bitcoin does. Okay, so what will it do? Well, I'm looking at this chart here. This is the Bitcoin USD chart with BitGet as the data source. I'm using BitGet as a data source because I have got a trade on with BitGet at the moment. It's doing well, actually. My entry was, what was it, 93,556. So I'm currently 110% in profit, which is about $2,500, which is great. Obviously, I don't want to lose this, do I? So I've got a stop loss set. The stop loss is set below 94,000 though, which might become relevant in a moment. You can see my stop loss is down there. I am going to leave it there. It's going to be heartbreaking though if the price does come down that far and I miss out on the 2.5 grand gain. My plan is, if in the next few hours we get a little bit of a pump going into the news, then I might take probably half off the table at that kind of level there, about 97.5, and then I'll just keep that on the side. If the price comes down, then what I'll do a second entry down here. I don't really want to do that though, because I don't really want to mess up my nice entry, because once I've got a good entry, I really want to keep it that way. You know, I like the price to be nice and far away from my entry so that you can allow some wiggling about without having to worry about shall I come out of the trade or whatever. But I think nevertheless taking some profit up here is probably a good thing to do. But we'll see what happens in the next few hours. Now, there are a few things that are making me quite bullish. One of them is Stonksy. Now, the background of Stonksy went green on the 1 hour time frame at about 1 a.m. on Tuesday morning. That was yesterday. And the 1 hour time frame is normally really reliable for this kind of like pumps like that. So it's something like that again that I want to see. Obviously, I want to see it go over 100k. I'm not sure if that's going to happen though. Let's just have a look at some other charts. For example, this one here. This is also a Bitcoin chart. This is the Bitcoin index chart. Let's just turn off these indicators for the moment so we can see what we're doing. So I'll turn off Stonksy and I'll turn off the EMAs. Okay, so I was drawing some lines and stuff this morning, and I think this one down here, I think this one is quite a valid support line. It's got multiple touches there and it does seem to look all right. The one at the top only has 2 touches at the moment, so that isn't particularly relevant. It's just something that I think there is a possibility of forming if the price does that kind of thing. And that would put the price at about 99,000, which sounds like a reasonable goal for today, I think. Although if we do that, then you've got 3 touch points there. That becomes valid, and then there's a possibility of breaking out of that because this is a falling wedge. And if you break out of that, then we could go up much, much higher. Now, what's probably also worth looking at is the Fibonacci levels. So if we were to take the Fibonacci tool and go from this high here, that was 7th of January, so that's about that level there, 102 something, and pull that down to the low of the other day. That's showing that at the moment we are actually on that 618 level there, okay, which is no surprise that that's where we're bouncing, or other, whatever the opposite of bounce is, we're rejecting from that level there at 97,556. So I think that is an important level to look at, 97,556. So I think if we get above that, then we could go all the way to the 786, which is at 99.788. So there's some levels to look at that I think are relevant, but really it all depends on the CPI data. So this is the figure we're looking at here. So 3.3 was the previous one, the forecast is 3.3. So will it be higher or lower? So higher is bad, lower is good, okay? I think I've got that the right way around. If I haven't, let me know in the comments. Now, what else can we look at? Well, maybe the funding rate. So I'm looking at the funding rate here on BitGet. And the funding rate is 0.0119. That is slightly above normal, which is probably not much of a surprise because I think a lot of people are expecting good news today. I've got a trade here on Blofin as well. And I think this is one that I might play with during the live stream. It's not enormous. It's only $260 of margin there. Currently $123 in profit, 47%, not too bad. And with this one, I've set a trailing stop loss there. So if I get distracted or whatever, then it'll make a profit, whatever. But I do hope it doesn't come down there. But either way, I think I'll be playing with this today on the live stream with Dave. If not, he's got another Blofin account with about $1,000 in that I think we can use as well to make some live trades. And I've also got a bit of a plan for it as well, because I want to have a chat with Dave about something that I think might be interesting. So if you want to see what that's all about, please do tune in at 12:30 today, UTC. Okay, so I'm trading here on Blofin. If you want to use my affiliate link, it's savewithcrypto.org/Blofin. Okay, my current offer with Blofin, apart from the winning $5,000 trading bonus, is you can get all these prizes as well just by having a certain trading volume. So that's something that's very cool. You can get an iPhone 16 Pro, which is a very nice phone indeed. I'd like one myself, to be honest. I'm also doing a larger trade here on BitGet. BitGet, you can use my affiliate link as well, which is savewithcrypto.org/BitGet. Now, the offer on BitGet is up to a $30,000 trading bonus, but to achieve that, you need a large deposit and you need quite a large trading volume. But there are other kind of bonuses on the way up if you make smaller deposits and do smaller trading volume. So it's always worth doing that anyway. So savewithcrypto.org/BitGet to get there. Now, while we're talking about YouTube, I just want to show you my analytics. This is my number of subscribers at the moment, 7,972. I'm so close to 8,000. I really want to get this to 8,000 today. So I need 28 subscribers. Could you be one of those? I'd love it if you could. So please do go down below this video and make sure you are subscribed. And while you're there, put the notification bell on all and give the video a big fat like, leave a nice comment, and above all, see you at 12:30. And do remember to tell your friends.
Save with Crypto has to be one of the best YouTube channels that the United States has ever seen. Kamala Harris is not a subscriber, but I am. I have notifications set to all as well. I'd strongly suggest you subscribe to Save with Crypto today. Above all, you should tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is not a financial advisor. He just makes ice cream on the internet. If you cannot find someone to do your own research, you must do it yourself, just like I did not.